It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and today we got a beer from Poland that I picked up in a Polish supermarket in Cardiff. Now this has actually been made by Brawa-Tyskie. You'll all probably, or the majority of you would have heard of Tyskie Lager. Certainly if you've, you can pick it up in Tesco's and whatnot, but this is the, I'll do my best to pronounce this, Czechia IPA, India Pale Ale, 5.4% ABV, 35 IBUs. It's in a 500ml bottle. Oh, there we go. I was actually Googling where they're from, and you can see Tyskie there on the back. So what's probably happened here over time is this may have been an independent brewery. Tyskie bought them. They've used the branding to make some kind of... I actually looked on Untappd because everything's in Polish here, and I wanted to get a little bit of an understanding of the beer. So it's a kind of like a... They call it a simple supermarket IPA. So we have a brown bottle. There's the bottle cap. Without further ado, let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. So I didn't just buy one. I bought I think I bought about 20 different Polish beers in this Polish shop that I went to. Also bought some other bits and pieces whilst I was in there. I really like the feel of a European supermarket. They somehow feel very different, don't they, to what we have here in the UK. It feels like when you go into like an Italian shop or a Polish shop, it does feel like you're kind of slightly stepping back into time. Lots of fresh produce, lots of fresh vegetables, lots of fresh meats. Yeah, there's just a different air, a different feel about it when you go into one of these shops. Spain, Italy, France, Poland, you know, Germany, that sort of thing. They just feel different. So we got a 1 finger white head. Good levels of carbonation as the carbonation slides up the side of the glass there. Yeah, it's looking quite nice. Hazy, amber in colour. Is it bottle conditioned? Probably not. No, just a haze, just a hazy looking beer there. Let's get the aroma. It actually smells really good. The aroma is of lemon and lime with a little bit of sweetness and some grapefruit. Like an old-fashioned West Coast style IPA. That's definitely making a comeback. I've got one coming soon. They're making a bit of a comeback out of the West Coasts of America IPAs. And I'm really happy about it because I do like my bitter beer. So anyway, let's get in then. Cheers, everybody. Quite sweet, this one. Bitterness. The bitterness is being pummeled a little bit by the sweetness in the beer. It's like almost kind of like Belgian candied fruit over here a lot, but with like grapefruit and orange peel and fleshy blood orange and lemon and lime. So sweet and candied with those flavours I just mentioned over here. And then you get this kind of like emptiness. There's like a void like a big emptiness towards the end of the taste, and that void is because you're kind of, because of the aroma of the beer, because of that aroma, you're almost expecting bitterness. It's got the aroma of like a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, but without the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, you know, that striking bitterness on the back end. So you're left with this void because you're waiting. And then you're waiting a little bit longer. And then finally there's like this kind of like, just a small tickle of bitterness on the back end. And it's all a bit kind of like, yeah, I suppose, perhaps it's just not happening in the UK where, you know, we're being flooded with supermarket beer. Perhaps it's happening in Poland too, because this certainly, that description I read on Untapped about this beer is probably the best description and example you can give to this beer. It is very much a simple supermarket IPA. There's nothing magical about it. There's nothing, it doesn't want to sing or dance, you know, it's just kind of there providing refreshment, I suppose, and probably value for money, because in the Polish shop this cost me it was no more than £2.50, no more, maybe even £2 for this. I mean, I'm not going to tip it away. It's not like I'm about to go, you know, like I don't want to drink this, I'm going to tip it away. It's actually quite pleasant. You get some biscuit malt coming through. The more I'm drinking it, the more you're kind of like experiencing some of that kind of like biscuit malt flavour. Hoppy marmalade. Lots of kind of like marmalade flavours coming through. Bit biscuity, malty, a little bit of sweetness coming through. Sweetness, a little bit of bitterness on the back end. The bitterness is quite disappointing. Where are we? 35 IBUs. You're kind of like thinking, even for 35 IBUs, it seems a bit light. It doesn't seem like it's 35 IBUs. It's kind of like, almost like the sweetness in the beer is nullifying any of that kind of bitterness whatsoever. I have another bottle of it. I bought two. It looked really good, so I picked up another one. I'm a big fan of Polish beer. You might be wondering why I've gone to buy 20 or so different Polish craft beers, or Polish beers from a Polish supermarket, is because, pardon me, I have a great affiliation with Poland. I have a great memory and a great, whenever I think of Poland, I think yeah, that play. I went boiling hot summers, fantastic summers, beer festivals, great food, yeah, great beer, great people, great place. I really like Poland, big fan of it. Yeah, so I went and bought 20 plus of their beers. Lots of different lagers coming to the channel soon. Let's rate this. Nice lacing on the glass. It looks the part, doesn't it? It really does look the part. It just kind of just falls flat a little bit in terms of the bitterness, I would say. It's a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.